Says the foundation for a resurgent economy has been laid in the past 8 years. Minister of Works and Housing, Mr. Babatunde Fashola, said this during an interactive session between government officials and members of the organized private sector in Lagos. We have more in this report.
Members of the business community and organized private sector, federal and Lagos state government officials are gathered in this room to dialogue on key economic issues that will keep Nigeria steady on the progressive lane. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu takes his time to highlight his theme's agenda and how impactful it has been over the years.
Lagos continue to remain as a driving force of our country. Lagos continue to be the rising shine of our country. And so the question we need to ask ourselves as we make the decision in the next couple of days is, what are the alternatives? What are the other things others are talking about? Nigeria cannot be an experimental trajectory. You cannot come into the highest leadership position of our country with people that do not have the experience, with people that have not walked it, or with people that cannot show who are the people that they have trained, who are the people that have worked with them, who are the people that they have grown, who are the leaders that they have built, who are the people that have learned the rope.
The major roads that connect Lagos to Ibadan, Lagos to Badagry through Ogun, Lagos through Ikorodu to Shagamu are all receiving attention. Those roads had no attention for 16 years. They are being attended to in half the time that it took the opposition to ignore them for 16 years. That is the choice before you. And we hear about production and all of that, and I say that I don't know any economy that produces without roads and bridges, that produces without ports. So you talked about the Lekki Free Zone, the Lekki Port. All of those were initiatives started by the APC government in Lagos State for national prosperity.
The panel session stayed on issues bordering on infrastructure development, sustainable development goals, post-COVID-19 economy to immigration of Nigerians.
The ISDG model that we launched in 2019 with all our governors, Governor of Lagos was part of the launch, is a very strategic document that we use to integrate and domesticate SDG into sub-national government policy plan and programs. As we speak now, we're working on 22 states, so that everything that we do, from budget preparation, budget implementation, budget analysis and reviews, reflects the spirit of SDGs.
We would require, public investment in the order of 350 trillion naira in public investment, and that it's only about 50 trillion of that is projected to come from government. The rest of it needs to come from the private sector. So the discussion we should be having, the conversation should be, what more does government need to do to enable the private sector weigh in to that degree? Because without that, we will not see the growth levels that we require.
The take-home at this gathering is that with a symbolic relationship between the government and the organized private sector, the economic drive of Lagos and the federal government can be strengthened and sustained.